What is going on, guys? This is Joey Young coming at you with an update video on the 33-gallon Zebra Pleco breeding tank project. Alright guys, so I finally added the rest of the Zebra Plecos into the tank. Unfortunately, 2 of them died during quarantine. So in this tank, before, when I showed you guys in the last update, we had 6 zebras in there, and I had another 6 that was still in quarantine. And unfortunately, 2 of them didn't make it during the quarantine process, and they passed away. So we're just down to 10 Zebra Plecos into this tank. The rest are doing very well. It looks like they're roaming right now. As you can see, one's in the little cave right now, peeking his little head out. There's one right under here, and there's going to be a couple more behind a lot of these driftwoods and branches. Alright, so the growth in the plant so far looks like it's doing pretty decently. The Anubias on the left side of the tank here looks like it's growing pretty decently. Normally, for me at least, if you have too much light, the Anubias will start to grow algae. It looks like, you know, the light that I dialed down to the tank is really perfect. I don't see any algae, any issues with this so far. In terms of new plants, I did add 2 pink flamingo crypts in the tank here. They're starting to kind of transition, I guess, into this new tank parameter, and they're starting to grow new leaves. The pentaphylas, they started to die off, and really that's the only one I have left. So I don't think they're going to make it in here. The plants that I bought were immersed, so they had to go from immersed to submerge. And along with that, the whole, you know, low-tech transition part. So I don't think that they're going to make it completely unless that one little stem guy makes it, and I'll keep trimming it. The Taiwan moss in here is growing very nicely. This one is just starting to dangle for whatever reason. I'll probably have to tuck that guy in, but these are growing really nicely, and this is exactly what I wanted to go for, to kind of cover up the cave. The Zebra Plecos, they kind of like a darker area anyways. As you can see, this guy, he's just chilling in there, and I think that there might be one in here already, but a lot of them are right behind this area here, so it's really hard to see. I'm gonna try to get low for you guys to see some of these guys. Alright, so I hope you guys can see there's 2 of them in this shot here on the far right and then the far left here in the cave. They really like it. As far as I know, these plecos aren't fully developed in terms of adults yet, so I don't think that they'll breed anytime soon. I'll probably say another, you know, 6 months or so. They'll probably, you know, get a little bit bigger. Actually, I don't know the growth rates on these Zebra Plecos. I know that, you know, probably around 3 inches is when I think that they should be sexually mature. But as you can see, this guy looks gorgeous. He or she, I'm not really sure, to be honest. I can't really tell from this angle right now. I think that, I want to say it might be a male, but it's hard to tell. I have to look at the patterns. There's ways to tell by looking at the pattern and the fins of the Zebra Plecos. And then finally, on the far right side, the plants that I attach onto this driftwood aren't doing too well. Again, they were bought immersed, and they had to transition to submerge, and it looks like they didn't transition really well. So what I'm gonna probably do in probably another week or so, if it doesn't really bounce back. I've been trying to give it, you know, some time to try to see if it'll grow anything back, but it hasn't. I'll probably take that back and just like throw it all out, and just throw in some Anubias petites, nano petites, the same as the far left side, and just probably attach that and try to keep consistency in the tank. And of course, in the back, the Celestial Danios, they're doing very well. They've been just swimming around, doing their own thing, picking up, you know, any remaining debris in terms of food. So they've been kind of my cleaner crew. All right, and here's some more shots of some more plecos in the cave, just chilling. They seem to kind of pick their own little, you know, areas. There's certain plecos that learn like specific spots, and you know, that's their territory, domain, etc. So it looks like they've been, you know, spread out pretty well across the tank. I'm gonna show you guys real quick what I've been feeding them. So I've been feeding them this. It's Hikari. It's a sinking pellet. I bought a smaller package because I want to try out different foods to see what they like. It seems like, you know, a couple of them are liking this. I've been feeding them flakes as well, and it looks like, you know, a majority of the fish will eat those first, but once they land, a couple will eat those as well. The other one is the algae wafers. Of course, you know, zebra plecos do not completely eat algae, but they'll occasionally graze on this as well. So I'll try to switch it up to kind of change up their little diets a little bit. I would throw in a little bit of this along with the Hikari carnivore pellets. In my previous video, Seachem sent out some products for me to try, so I'm gonna give the zebra plecos some new flakes to see if they will like this or not. This is the discus flakes, and then the other tropical flakes, I would give this to them, but I'm using this exact same flake in my shrimp tank for my other nano fish in there, so I'm just probably keep that going in the other tank. The only thing I'm gonna switch out is this. I'm gonna see if they like this or not. So I do feed flakes already on here, so I'm gonna just switch out to see if the fish would like it and also the zebra plecos. And finally, in the bottom at the sump area here, the two betas are doing very, very well. I finally was able to add some plants into here, and also I added some nearite snails. Nearite snails help control the algae in this tank. They do a really great job. For some reason, two of them are now in the one area. They usually climb across this, so the other one will climb. What's really cool here is I threw some plants in this sponge here, hoping that it would take off, kind of a submerge / immerse, and it looks like it's growing right now. So the idea is I'm gonna cover this whole sponge with that, and you know, obviously the waste and stuff will go in there, and they'll draw nutrients and whatnot from the sponge and also from the tank there. All right, and actually it is their feeding time, so you guys will get to see me feed the betas. I normally try to minimize their feeding. Oops, I completely missed the pellet there. Down to 2 pellets a day, so that 1, they don't get bloated, and 2, it keeps the waste down there. Okay, buddy, your 1 pellet's down here. You have to look down here. As you can see, the betas are doing very well. They're coloring up really nicely. They're just gorgeous, gorgeous betas. These are koi betas. The yellow one is super rare. Like, you rarely even see that guy. And the other red and black and white one is also really rare, but they're just gorgeous. Again, I still haven't come up with some good names. I think a subscriber mentioned Ken for the red one, which is pretty interesting. Maybe Ken from Street Fighter, because he's red, he wears red. But yeah, still thinking of good names. If you guys have any good names, let me know in the comments below. Alright, so there's a little bit of feeding. Today I'm starting that discus flakes. See how these guys like it. It looks like a lot of them are starting to take it, but we'll see what happens. It'll probably be a transition phase for a lot of these fish, and a lot of the flakes are kind of bigger, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, guys, this is the update on the 33-gallon zebra pleco tank. Hope you guys enjoy the update. Let me know what you guys think, and peace, guys. Are you looking to take on the next challenge in the planet tank hobby? Then make sure to check out the purely aquatic Wabikusa Eco Ball. It's simple, unique, and easy to care for. This is the next level in the planet tank hobby, blending immerse and submerge plants together. Stop by the store at purelyaquatic.com to buy your own Eco Ball and rare plants.